special Thursday, well, not special, a normal special version. Hey, how's it going? Apparently, I've just forgotten how to run this show, but welcome everybody to Thursday's edition of Robeytech. I am your host, Justin Robey, and super excited to basically see you guys here today. Apparently I was messing with, okay, so first and foremost, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I don't know if things look a little bit different. We've just changed all the lenses on all of our cameras, so I've been kind of messing with them to see how they look. Does it seem too bright? Like, does it, like, I don't know if you guys, do you guys notice any difference in terms of it? I mean, the lenses we're now using are substantially better than the ones that we used to do, and we have a new top-down camera coming in tomorrow. But I don't know, does anybody notice the difference? Does it look fine? I mean, I don't know. Looks fine to me. It looks the same. If it looks the same, then I guess I've done my thing. Looks good, crystal cleared out. It's definitely brighter, right? It does seem brighter, doesn't it? I mean, it's funny because these are G prime lenses, so I know it's like the glass is substantially bigger. Clear, not over brighter for sure, but does it look okay? Like, does it visually, it looks fine? Better color? I like to see these things. If it looks okay, I'm fine, we'll get started. I got to change from 1080 from 160p. Well, it's good to see you guys. It's thanks for joining us today. I'm just wanting to, yeah. I don't know what actually happens when you switch glass. Like it definitely. Somebody says can't tell, looks the same. So if it looks fine, then that's all that matters. It's different glass. So it's I don't know how to describe it. It's just, the thing is sometimes it makes a big difference, but all the settings, I actually had to dim it down because the same aperture settings and stuff like that, but it's supposed to be better color and all that sort of stuff as well. But it's good to have you guys here. Sorry about Tuesday. We had snow, and with that whole thing, it like just basically messed up all the deliveries, so I apologize. The GPU, which was the 7900 GRE, did come in, so we'll be doing that on Sunday, just so you guys know. So we have, tomorrow is, Saturday, I'm gonna be doing that Make-A-Wish, actually at the gala for the auction, for all that sort of stuff. So we're gonna have the stream on Sunday instead of on Saturday. And then things kind of return to their regular schedule until a big announcement that's happening on the 14th. And then everything kind of goes crazy. And then it'll all resettle down again. That's all I can say. That's all I can say is that there's something coming. You guys are going to definitely want to be here for the week of the 18th and all that sort of stuff, because there's going to be lots of cool stuff that's going to be happening. Hype Train just started. Wow, you guys are already on fire. We got Hype Train going. So let's talk about the giveaways that are happening, because you guys always love to talk about that. The first thing that we're doing is we have, if we get a level 5 Hype Train, we'll give away a $25 Newegg gift card. So if you want to get in on that, just basically drop your Prime sub, whatever it was. If every sub that you go basically enters to win towards this. This is the sub-only giveaway for the, if I hit the power right. This is the sub-only giveaway for the, make sure, there it goes. This is the sub-only giveaway for the month of February and March. It's the Project Zero PC from MSI. This is up for grabs to one lucky sub here at Robeytech. All you gotta basically do is, if you're a subscriber, you're entered to win. Tier 1 gets you 3 entries, Tier 2, 5, Tier 3, 10. Every gifted sub gets you an additional entry towards then. And then if you are a Prime sub, then you essentially just get an entry and all that sort of stuff. The other thing too is if we get if we get 50 subs, we'll give away a $50 Newegg gift card. 100 subs, $100 Newegg gift card, and so on and so forth. And then the last thing is if we get 250 likes, which likes are free, head over to youtube.com/RobeyTechLive, hit that thumbs up button, get 250 of those. We'll give away a $25 Newegg gift card for that as well. So you see the Antec case I tagged. Yes, Najia, it's on the way. And then so we're definitely going to be, wow, there you go, Sergeant Nobody dropping 5 gifted subs. So we have that case. We'll have that case sometime early next week. Jimmy Kabox drop in 10 gifted subs as well. So thank you very much for that as well, dude. And we're trucking towards 50 already. But yeah, so we're gonna have that case. We have this case. Obviously, people are really excited. I was really excited about this case. So getting into what we're actually doing here, we are playing with a brand new case, which looks familiar. It's the Fractal North. It is the big brother. It's the Fractal North XL. It is the big brother of the Fractal North, which was an absolutely beautiful case. It comes in tempered glass and in a standard edition. We have the mesh version. We are going to get the tempered glass version, but you'll obviously see it with the side panel off. This one fits the hardware that people want to put into it. I think it was one of those things that I kind of feel like Fractal was a little bit ahead of the whole curve when they originally did the North, not knowing that they were going to have to deal with the size things. Now this is going to be able to manage all your cooling with 360 millimeter at the front. You could do, I think you can do 420 in the front if you wanted to, 360 at the top. So in terms of cooling the hottest components, you now can do this and still get this beautiful Scandinavian design that people love so much with this case. Probably one of my most popular review videos is the Fractal North video, and then we actually did a video that was like basically like how to install and do a build in this. We are going to be doing a step-by-step guide. It's one of the things we're actually adding because I feel like what really got Robeytech off when we started doing live streams and stuff like that was these step-by-step guides, and we've kind of stepped away from them. So we're going to be doing those again and doing step-by-steps for every major case. So choosing a part, so if people want to do that stuff, they can. So it should be pretty cool. You can do a 420 millimeter at the front. There we go. It's a very elegant looking case. Like I said, there is a tempered glass version. You can get it in black and white. And I think it's $79, $125. I don't know. We have the price down below. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I'm sure we have a link to it because it's available. So you can check it out right there. Faith makes a way. Thank you. 30 months. We got Org at 31 months. And guys, we just have to finish this level. So we're at the very end. So Zig PC, there we go. Drop in 5 more gifted subs. We just got to finish this out, and then a level $25 Newegg gift card's unlocked. I'd only put 2 180 millimeter fans on the top if you had an AIO on the front, though. Yeah. So it's good to see you guys. We're gonna have a fun stream today. We're basically gonna get this built. If people want to know, like, what are we putting inside of this PC? Well, that's a great question. Let's go and take a look right now. Here we go, right here. Wow, going to switch my tier 3 to a 6 months pre-preg next Friday. Thank you, dude. So here's what we're doing. We're doing Intel Core i9 14900K. We're going to do the Gigabyte Z790 Aorus Pro X. We showed the X670 version of this not that long ago. We're going to use the Gigabyte Aero RTX 4090. That's right, the thick boy, beautiful white GPU. We're going to be using 3 terabytes of MP600 NVMe storage, 32 gigs of Kingston Fury Renegade, 6000 mega transfer in white. We have the Fractal North XL white mesh. We have the Deepcool LT720 in white, which I love that AIO. And then we're using the Thermaltake Tough Power GF A3 1050 watt gold PSU which is in the snow. So we're going to be doing the snow one for that. And then guys, we're going to be doing cable mod cable extensions instead of Asia Horse today. Just trying to get some more variety inside of the overall case. Guys, we have 2 minutes, 12 seconds. I'll get the build started as soon as we hit that level 5. We only need like 5 more subs and then we'll be done, and then we can get started. I hate doing it when we have like this last little bit. So 2 minutes left. If somebody wants to help us just finish it out, drop some Prime subs. You're going to be entered to win this beautiful PC sitting back here, and then you'll basically be good to go. So yeah, we're going to be showing you some cable mod, cable extensions, which is another great option, right? Just trying to get some more variety in there. We've also got, for the first time, and I dropped all of the builds for the next 2 weeks in the Discord. So you should head over to Discord server, discord.gg/Robeytech, because you guys can see we're using SK Hynix NVMe drives, just trying to get a lot more variety in terms of some of the build components we use as well. Zig PC dropping 1 more gifted sub. This case allows you to install an 80 millimeter fan over the PCIe slots of the case if your GPU isn't too thick too, but I'm not sure how much that will actually hold temps. Thank you very much, Sergeant Nobody, for getting that 5 gifted subs. And guys, we're done. Let's get to building. Now, there's a lot to take in with this case. So what we're going to be doing, just so you guys know, is we're going to be using Lian Li SL120 fans, not the Infinity, the SL120s, which is some of their less RGB-ish. This isn't going to be an overly RGB. We're going for elegance with the overall look of the build. There's a lot of fans that you guys can install with this. He's not kidding. You can do 180 millimeters at the top. You can do 180 millimeters in the front as well. A lot of massive cool things, and then you have 140 millimeters. There's a lot of fan options. Our full review for the case will be coming out sometime in the next few weeks. Don't worry, we'll get there. We've just been changing a lot of stuff. I don't know if you guys have noticed things like, for instance, our new glass. We're revamping our upgrading. We're doing a bunch of things to kind of get stuff actually more in there, and it's taking us a little while. It's taking us a little while to get through getting all the upgrades and stuff done. Our team just continues to grow and stuff like that. Yeah, dual 180 millimeter up top as well. Now, there is one thing that I did want to just bring up that had to do with the MSI video we just released a couple days ago. There's been some concern, and we've taken advantage of it. There's been some concern just in terms of what we're trying to do in terms of paid versus reviews. We thought we were being really clear in terms of the two. What we're doing is we're basically going to be publishing a video that just says what the difference is and what the things we're going to definitely cover in paid overviews and things we'll cover in paid review, or sorry, can't do a paid review, in our normal reviews. So it makes it a little bit clearer in terms of what's a review and what's a paid overview, and making those sponsored bits just a little bit clearer. Bear with us because there's some learning as we've grown. We may have muddled it a little too much, so if we have offended anybody, we apologize. We're always, like, people make mistakes. The MSI one, we're taking the feedback we've gotten from that and we're gonna just adapt it. So we have a Razer one that's coming up using Ryzen's AI stuff that we're modifying, and then that'll be the first video that'll have this new rubric. And that rubric will be public on the Discord server, as well as a video that we'll be releasing. So when we do streams, even sponsored streams, because they're interesting, I'll make sure they're super clear that they're sponsored, especially if there's something where we can't say about it. And then we'll try and do a rubric in terms of the things that we'll show on a sponsored stream versus the stuff that we're not. And if you have thoughts or feedback about that, head over to our Discord server, let Blondie know. What are the things we should show? What are the things we shouldn't show? So that way you guys get a clear idea and you never feel like we're muddying, and we don't want to feel like shills, right? Because the other thing too is that's something I absolutely never want to feel like. So that's the stuff that we're working on, is just being transparent. Okay, let's get to building, because that's what you guys are actually here to see. Thank you for the level 5, guys. If anyone knows, I have a thermal take pressure equalizer stopped and I get my reservoirs. Would it be the cause? I have no leaks anywhere. So Nuclear, ask on the Discord server. It's hard for us to do that in the stream, though people do sometimes answer that stuff in chat. Okay, let's take a look at this absolutely stunning. I'm excited that we're actually getting to use both of these so quickly back to back. So we're gonna grab all of our parts here and start getting started. Okay, so let's go to top down here. And guys, we're gonna have a closer zoom on Sunday stream, so definitely tune in on Sunday, because we'll have a different zoom lens. Goes up to 105, so we'll be able to get closer. Also, I think we're also probably gonna increase brightness here so you guys can see a little bit better on those streams. What did I do with the remote? Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's Joe, jump in there. There we go. And this one already, just to be super clear, we've already put an OS on this. It's already been benched. If anything breaks, which we always do the vote for, well, it's because I did something when I was doing the install. So just FYI, I always like to be clear moving forward with that stuff. Okay, so let's do, will the VRM clear the thing, because this is a Z790, so there is a chance. While we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and do the peels, though. White PCB. Yep. So that one's already peeled. The other thing, too, that's really cool about this particular is, check this out. So these just slip open, right? That's all there is to it. This is like just getting to everything on this motherboard is really straightforward. And then check out, they have this ultra durable PCI armor, right? So this really thick slate for like basically trying to help with anti-sag on really big NVMe drives. This one's a little bit different. I mean, this doesn't have the HDMI on the side like the X670 does. So that's a little bit different than what we're used to, but everything else, I mean, it looks like it's about the same. Now this is Rev 1 of this board, so they have this. You're talking about the easy latch. On ROG, there's a button here. This one, they just have a large latch. And then the other thing too is they also have, not only do they have these for taking off the covers, but they also have the black easy latches like what you see on the Asus boards. I know, Andrew, I am so excited. Dude, I am so excited about Ghost of Tsushima. Like, that game has taken forever to come to PC. So we are definitely, I definitely want to do a themed build around that. And then I would love to do that even on Intel Live and do some cosplay. Well, not necessarily, right? Because you're saying the large latch may be all that's needed. That's not necessarily true because sometimes, like if you want to keep the other heat sink, like you want to keep the heat sink for whatever NVMe you're going to install, then you're going to want the secondary latch too. Grab this. There we go. Have we already done the, will the VRM clear? Let me know, Blondie. I'm just killing time until yes. Oh, prediction's done. Okay, cool. Well, let's do that first then. Let's grab our 14900K. Yeah, dude, if we do a Ghost of Tsushima stream, I'm definitely cutting things with the katana. Like, I have this idea of delitting using a katana. You know what I mean? Like, we need a reason to buy a real katana. I think you guys would agree.
A little Fruit Ninja outside?
Yeah, a little Fruit Ninja outside, exactly. See if we can, like, cut off or delit an NVMe drive. Oh, yeah, here we go. Let's see if this works. We're gonna try. We haven't had success in a while. Okay, CPU is in. I don't know, absence of logic. I haven't thought that much into it yet. I think Ghost of Tsushima was like only on PS4, right? I don't think it came to PS5, did it? Clarky, thank you for the sub. Okay, here we go. Oh, that was pretty good, but it stopped. It did not make it all the way. Sorry, guys. That's a negatory on that one. Oh, weird. So it's coming on PC before it's coming to PlayStation 5? Oh, it did. Okay. Let's do, I don't know, Org, what do you think for RAM, for the RAM clicks?
Not entirely sure. We have a Gigabyte board and Corsair RAM, so playing it safer to 96, hopefully.
Okay, he's going 96, guys, do. 96. Oh, that's the sequel. Okay, got you, Andrew. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, Kingston RAM. I read the specs wrong, but
still sticking by it though. 96 seems safe. There we go. Easy installation of those bad boys. I do like the packaging for the MP600s. You know, like the nice little recycled, easy boxes. Okay, so let's take off our top peels here. And then just boom, easy peasy. Kind of feel like I want to say beautiful cover girl, but that doesn't make sense. Doing the peel here on this. There we go. This just slides over these, and then boom. That's so easy. It's like so easy. Okay, here we go. Time for the RAM. We're still not quite there. Oh wait, have we done the RAM? Oh, we have. Okay, we're doing it now. Okay, prediction is done. I like this RAM. I like the Renegade RAM from Kingston. You almost had me say the wrong name, Ward. Yes, we have some. We definitely want to do it in the new Dan A4 for sure. So we have some other ones that we're definitely gonna do some small builds in for sure. It's on the list. Okay, let's grab our stuff. Let's see how close org was. 96, guys. Here we go. $94. Ew, that's pretty mushy. Nope, not at all. That was super mushy. Super mushy. No bueno today, guys. No bueno on the RAM. Okay, next thing we're gonna do, which we haven't done for a while, so I feel like pomp and circumstance here a little bit, guys, because it's been a long time. It's time for
Justin Robey has a show.
AIO.
And on that show, he builds PCs.
AIO.
With a dad joke here and a zip tie there.
RGB,
and Blondie Bakiki. Justin Robey has a show.
AIO. Okay, guys, we actually get to use an AIO today. We've done a lot of air-cooled builds, so it's nice to actually have an AIO today. So we're getting that in here now. So, okay, here we go. There we go. This just pops. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. Cool. We're going to use the LT720 in white, which I love this this cooler. They're mowing yards outside. Put this off to the side. There we go. How you doing, John? Warm Eagle, thank you for the Prime sub. Araxidus, don't worry, we have a couple black builds coming up next week. And a black build coming up on Tuesday. Yeah, so we have a number of black builds coming up. I'm not there. We have some black builds in the works. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. Yeah, they're mowing the studio lawn, and it's actually a nice sunny day, so it's nice to get some sun here. So I'm letting it air out a bit. Okay, so what we're grabbing right now is all we're gonna worry about is this, and we need what we need just to install the bracket, which is that stuff right there. Rest of this is for later. Okay, that should be good for a while. I know, it's sunny in Seattle. It's been beautiful. It was a bluebird day today. Enjoyed my run, and it was actually just a really nice day. Go. We're putting this back in the box because we don't need it. And I will tell you, just a little tip. Hey, BPS. Thank you very much for the sub. I will tell you this, guys. The main reason I put things back in the box is just keeping the workspace clean. Just a smart move. Just because it just makes it easier and you don't lose things. So I just kind of take them out as I need them. Okay, here we go. Grab this. We're gonna grab our bracket here in the back. Now you're just gonna stick this through like so. Oh, we might have to move it a bit. There we go. Unclick them out. So there's a click on this for the different settings. We're just making it LGA 1700, so if you feel like it's a tight fit, that's how you essentially fix it. And then it'll just go in like butter. There we go. So there we have our bracket now. And then what we're gonna do, so on here, there's these little black, they have like, I don't know how to describe them. They have like little notches in it. So I'm gonna grab these little notch ones. They say 1700. We're gonna pop those on each one of these, like so. That takes care of that. There we go. And then we're just gonna grab our little tips. I'm just gonna screw them on so it holds this stuff in. Nothing crazy. Ubu, thank you for the sub. Whoop. Apparently I'm dumb. There we go. There we go right there. Oh, let me get the music restart. I don't know what happened here. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so we got that going now. And then we're gonna go and grab this. And there we go. Okay. The music playing? Oh, I've got the volume down. That's not gonna help you. It just all of a sudden got really quiet in here. There we go. Cool. And we are good. Okay. What DC link? What's your question? What do you mean by what DC link? Okay, guys, so board is done. Board is done. Looks good, right? Hey, what's up, Falcon Northwest? It's good to see you. Guys, by the way, almost 800 people here already. We have 420 watching on Twitter right now. So what's up, all the Twitter people? There we go. So this is the build. It all looks good. We're going to zoom out. Now, go to static here. Okay, so this is all good. Let's put this off to the side and let's start looking at our case right here. Getting this going. Here we go. So this is the new Fractal North. Thank you to Fractal for making a North that actually fits all the pretty stuff. It does look like something you could buy at IKEA, but yeah, it's not. Okay, jumping over to the side camera here. It's playing with my screen here a little bit. Whoa, what happened to my side camera? One sec, guys. Let's see what's going on here. We're gonna get that fixed. Don't worry, guys. I'm coming. Oh, it showed back up. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, here we go. There we go. Pops off. And then we've got this cool thing that they've had actually in a long time. You can actually side mount additional fans if you want to generate additional airflow for your GPU. There is actually, if you look on the back here, there is quite a bit of space. So if you wanted to do additional airflow from the side, if you wanted to do that, you absolutely can. And even on an RTX 4090, which is actually pretty crazy. Let's go and pull this out.
There is a PWM hub that's on the back panel right now, but that can actually be moved to the rear panel in case you want to use it for the side fans.
Yep, and this is what he's talking about right here. Here's the PWM hub. that you can use for your front fans. We're gonna replace our front fans, but if you wanted to, they're already set up and ready to go. Very, very straightforward. The other thing too is it seems like they added a little bit more depth for cable management, which was also one of the other things that I struggled with this case a little bit. So we're gonna take that off. Very, very easy. And then the other thing too is there's a little handle. So I'm gonna remove this because I don't need it. But yeah, so this is so you can mount fans if you wanted to on the side just to give it more airflow. I don't know if this comes with the tempered glass version. It's only the mesh version that actually comes with this additional thing. I don't know, Org, if you could check that out. I believe that is a mesh only feature.
Yeah, that makes sense because glass is no airflow.
Yep. And then right here, there's a little thumb screw. Gonna undo. And then that is gonna let you take off the front. So now your case is essentially open. And now you can see we have a lot more room for fun and games now. So, which is versus what we had in the past. Yeah, and that little panel is just, I mean, on the tempered glass, it adds a nice look to it, which is cool, which I really appreciate it. Now at the bottom here, wow, it's really light, by the way. At the bottom here, you actually have two 3.5-inch drives. They're easy to come up. They're just thumb screws as well. You can move them along the bottom if you want to. They just come right out, which is cool. So we're gonna remove both of those because we don't need no 3.5-inch HDDs. We don't use no physical drives. So those are out. And then the last thing is for the top, it's just a little leather bit and it just pops right off. And then you've got all of your stuff to basically do to get to the top. And then your case is stripped. And again, very, very light. I don't know why I almost dropped it, but again, very, very light case in terms of just being able to work with. I like this because you can just easily get to it. And then again, really, really good support for EATX. You got EATX support. Look at how far out your rubber grommets are. It is not back connect, so it doesn't support BTF or anything like that. So if you're worried about using it with like Project Zero or something like that, that will not work. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go and remove the front fans and get those and replace those. I wish. There is no, I'm going to do it, the reason, and I was originally gonna do it later, but the reason I'm gonna do the front fans now is one thing. There is no, you can't remove this front panel, so easily doing this with components inside would be really hard. So I'm just gonna go and remove those now. The way I'm gonna do that is I'm just gonna go and unplug them from right here. Now the way I'm gonna be doing the Lee & Lees is I'm actually gonna be using not the L Connect hub, I'm just gonna use them like standard fans. They'll still have the daisy chain, but it'll just take 2 RGBs and then the motherboard will run everything. If I can avoid using L Connect, I'm going to. Obviously, you know, you guys saw me. I was talking to the president of Lee & Lee, and for him, they eventually all of their stuff is gonna run through Signal RGB anyway. So we're just gonna, you know, I was like, you know, let's just be simple, run everything through RGB Fusion. Not that RGB Fusion is necessarily the best RGB program, but if I can eliminate the amount of stuff that's running as overhead, that's always better, so. All right, so let's go ahead and grab our, here it is, Wow Stick. And we're just gonna remove our fans here. Yeah, you're definitely gonna wanna do this while nothing's in it. There's just not enough room otherwise. I really wish they would have made that so it's removable. That would have made a big difference. I know it's probably a cost savings thing, but with cases like this, it really helps with installing AIOs and everything else. There we go. Okay, we're gonna do the top one here. I don't know if they're stopping L Connect. I just know that they're the partnership that they're going to be doing is with Signal RGB. Like, that was important. So, because I think it's just like doing your own software. Let's be honest, guys. Doing your own software is not cheap. And so if you can save engineers to do other things instead, feels like that's kind of a better play. I don't know. Always down to hear your guys' thoughts. I was like sticking to the case. And I didn't know why. Okay. Feel like if I keep doing this and not removing the fans, I'm just gonna have an accident that I'm not ready for. Nobody wants to see fans come crashing down, you know? Oh wow, these fans actually have the ability to daisy chain too. That's kind of cool. I feel like they gave you nice fans. Okay, and what I'm doing here, so you guys can see, I'm on the side camera, right? Okay, just make sure. I'm just getting to the, I'm just opening these up so I can get our fans out of here.
Robey, is that hub just a 4-way splitter, or is it really a powered hub by SATA?
No, it's a 4-way splitter. Yep, single. It doesn't. It has no power coming off of it. Good question. Oops. Okay. There's that one. There we go. There we go. Okay, next up. I love that we have Falcon here today. Living Monster, thank you very much for the sub. There we go. Okay, there it is, guys. Okay, so we have all of our things. Okay, so we got all of our fans out now. Everything's ready. Now, the other thing, too, is that we also have the ability to, as you can see that this part, Falcon Northwest dropping 10 gifted subs. Dude, thank you. That's huge. Really appreciate that. And guys, if you're joining us on Twitter, which, I mean, there's a lot of you now, a ton of you, head on over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. That's where the giveaways and stuff are going to be. So pop on over here, twitch.tv/Robeytech. Easy place to get in here, and you can join us. The 254 people who are hanging out right now, there's like 600 of you that are hanging out over on Twitter right now. So, and I appreciate, welcome everybody. Okay, so you can see here this perforated top. This you can actually mount fans to as well. So if you want to have additional airflow just right below your GPU, you could do that. We're using a thick boy GPU. Don't think it's going to be necessary with the fans we have for the front. It will improve GPU temps, but honestly, 4090 GPU temps are not all that warm. But if you wanted to add additional ones, you could. So as an FYI. Okay, so let's get our fans in here now. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Got caught on something. Okay. So we're going to be using 4 140 millimeter fans, including our exhaust fan is going to be 140 millimeter. So we're going to be using the white SL Infinity fans. So that's what we're going to be using for our fans. Which these ones, again, I'm not trying to get a lot of bling, just a little bit of RGB, just to kind of make it look good. Now, a vote, guys, and this will be up to you. Igor, thank you very much for the tier 1, the tier 3, and there it is, 50 subs, guys. Let me update it real quick. There we go. Okay, fixed. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now is just pop this open and get these squared away. Come on, baby. Ugh, there we go. Okay, so we're just gonna use the standard connection here. Feels like that's gonna be the easiest one here. So just popping these out real quick. Head over to youtube.com/Robeytech Live, guys. Hit that thumb up button. There's almost 900 people here right now. So if you can head over to youtube.com/Robeytech Live, hit that thumbs up. That would be awesome. There we go. Okay, and there's our RGB add-on right there. I'm gonna close this up real quick. We only need one of these. Thank you very much, Dan. Thank you, Igor, for the other two. Now on our way to the next one. Okay, so let's get out our other ones. I feel like I'm blocking my reading ability. There we go. I don't want to kill myself, guys. Something tells me my viewership would go up if I got blood, though, if I drew blood. Cy Swan, thank you for the resub. Tier 2, 40. I'm oldish. Cy Swan, that's pretty old. That's a good long time you've been watching, dude. Yeah, you suffer for your soup, exactly. There we go. We're gonna need one more of these, and then this'll be all the cables I'll need for these fans, which is nice. There we go. Two down. New poll. Does Robey need to draw blood? This poll scares me. Prime subs are still a thing, Arms. Yeah, they are. I don't know why you think they're not. Sorry if we made you think they're not. Oh, that's weird. No, they're still a thing. We've gotten a number of them. Hey, Robey, well, it's fairly new to building my PC, and about a year and a half ago wanted to upgrade my GeForce to the new 7900 GRE. Wonder if a CPU Ryzen 5 5600G will be bottlenecked by the GPU. Yes. The 5600G is not a good GPU to use that. I would recommend, and if you have a Ryzen 5, I would upgrade your CPU before upgrading your GPU. Can we get Mickey voice? I'll do it a little bit later. I'm fine with doing Mickey voice. I'll be honest, man, something's been going on with my voice as of late. I don't know what's going on. Ryzen 5 50, that has a limitation in terms of the PCI lane, right? If I'm not mistaken, right, Org?
It's a PCI Gen 3
Yeah.
CPU.
So a 7900 GRE would definitely have issues.
They could get a 57X 3D for about $250.
Yeah, I would
which
just,
wouldn't be too bad.
yeah, that's what I would do. No, I feel like I've lost. Like something happened. I got sick at one point in time, just with like a cold, and since then my voice just hasn't recovered. I don't know why. I'm only here for the Robey Mickey. Fair, fair. My puberty. I'm finally getting puberty. Thank gosh. Yes, you should upgrade your CPU first and then upgrade your GPU. You can get, like he said, a 5700X3D or a 5800X3D. Either one of those would be a good choice. That's weird, Christopher. There we go. Okay, guys. Sorry the unboxing took so long. I feel like people want to see new products get opened. Okay. So what we'll need here... Oh, there's... Ooh. Okay, there's peels on these. I did not know that. Okay. Do some peeling here. Super appealing. There we go. Where's my fourth? Oh, there it is. I was like, where's my fourth? There it is. My fourth fan. I opened 4. There we go. One more. There we go. One more on the other side. Okay, got all our peels. We now have all our fans ready. I would choose the H5 Flow. I feel it's an easier case to work in, actually. That's my opinion. Okay, here we go. Slide these together like glue. There we go. Okay, so there's our fans. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our single cable. I feel like it might be better, given the hub is right there, to do this way. So what I'm doing here is plugging this in. And there we go. And then this just goes like this. So then we just slide these right here. Perfect. I think you could have gone with black or white, honestly, for the fans on this. I don't know if you need, I think black would have actually been okay too. I know that's kind of counterproductive to like a white case, but this case has a lot of gray in it. Man, this the Wow Stick is doing such an incredible job. Let's be honest, you don't even need to put in all the screws for these, but we're gonna be thorough, guys. We want thorough. Okay, let's run that through here. Okay, Linus, sorry. Okay, 2 more screws, right? Yeah, 2 more screws and then we're done. Fans are in. Ow. There we go. Okay, screws are in, we're done. And then we have what we'll do real quick, so we'll take this cable, plug it into one of these, and there we go. And then this will go to our motherboard. Okay, so all of our fans are set up. Let's get our AIO in. Our motherboard, not our AIO. Okay, top down. What's up, Otto? Okay, here we go, guys. Ready for this beautiful white motherboard in here? Thanks, Turdog. Appreciate it. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, let's get out our accessories. So we get our motherboard screws. Loki SMS, thank you for the resub. Or just, yeah, the resub, 36 months with a cat. Look at that. Okay, next up. Time to put these in. Whoa. I agree, it's a really nice looking Mobo. Yeah, this is their refresh boards. There we go. Yeah, it'll stick out nice, which I think will be cool. Dang it, these are not the right freaking screws. Fractal. Yep, these are not the right ones. Well, the thing is that I don't, there's kind of like this, you know, it's tough stuff like this where it's like industry standard. It's like motherboard screws usually have a lip around them. And then there's a few companies that say, you know what, we're not gonna do it that way. And so when I see the lip, I'm like, oh, there's my motherboard screws. And then you get done and you're like, oh wait, these aren't them. And you're like, no, it's just, I don't want to open screws if I don't need to. There they are. Which is not like all the other motherboard, yeah. Yeah, they want to be unique. They're like the Koenigsegg of PC cases. No, we can do the zip tie song now, though. Let's get some music. Let's turn the music down so we can enjoy this this epic song. Okay, guys. So it is zip tie count. Get your zip tie count in.
Zip tie man, guess the count of them if you can.
Evens, odds, who can know?
Make your wagers on every show. Hey now, Robey's the zip tie man.
Okay, guys, so get your vote in for which zip tie. Is it odd or even? It's a nice little fun vote. I would do 2 in the bottom as intake, yes. So 180s, both sets of 180s are intake. And they're intake to blow onto the GPU. This definitely feels more roomier than the old Fractal. You know what I mean? I can definitely feel it in terms of just like as I'm, like I have to rotate the case, like little things that just definitely tell me this is a bigger case. There we go. So Daniel, I've done a ton of IQ Link builds. So I wanted to do honestly, I wanted something that was a little bit more subtle in terms of RGB. That's why I didn't do IQ Link. And Corsair, the Lee & Lee is a solid option for that. Lee & Lee has a bunch of daisy chainable fans, while Corsair only has the RX and QX 120s. So that's why. It's a good question though. They're also pretty expensive. You know, that's the other thing too is, I mean, Corsair's ecosystem is not cheap. There we go. There we go. Oops, thought I picked the right camera. There we go. Sorry. Man, I will say, man, like getting fans in this case, like it's so easy to move things around. You got like nothing. It's just like, they gave you like all the holes in the world. This thing is like airflow crazy. There we go. What's up, Riddick? Dropping 20 gifted subs. You're a rock star, my man. How you doing, my man? So does anybody notice a difference in the quality of how the cameras look? Okay, so there's a little slot. I was like, oh, I love this. Guys, check this out. I'm gonna go to roaming here. So I was just like, you know what we need? Is we need a little like bracket right there, and then check it out, right there. Sure enough, there's a little bracket for holding your cables in for your fans to just keep it smooth, which I absolutely love. So like I was like, oh man, it'd be great if there was one there. And then sure enough, there was actually one there. So I like that. You know, I was a little frustrated about the screw situation, but then they made up with it with the whole thing right there. Yeah, NZXT does have it.
Maybe it's the angle, but I'm not sure that the ARGB cable is long enough to plug into the motherboard now.
The ARGB, it's pretty long. Yeah, and the other thing too is the ARGB cable has this little extension right here. So that'll actually make it a little bit longer. So it should be fine. We'll find out. We'll find out, Org. We're gonna solve these problems together. Okay, I'm gonna grab my little flathead. Open this up a little bit in the back. Push this under. Go. Let me grab one zip tie. That's what I'm working on right here, guys. Just getting this one cable to look, c'est magnifique, you know what I'm saying? Got one down, so we'll get the other one down and keep it tied down. There we go. First zip tie of the build, guys. Celebrate. Let's get some hype. We've used the first zip tie of the build. Okay. So we've got that now. Next up, guys, now what we can do is work on our front panel connectors. Get our space cleaned up. Yeah, Saturday is the Make-A-Wish Gala, guys, where it's actually being auctioned off. So that's where I'll be on Saturday, which is why the stream is on Sunday. So, sorry. Ugh. Okay, going to top down here. So we have a couple, so what we can do is I think we actually have two ARGB headers at the top. So what we have is we have these two adapters, which are gonna make our ARGB a little bit longer. And then what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna run this up there. That takes care of all of our fans. Move this over so you guys can see what I'm talking about. There we go. Okay, so this is all we have for case connections, which isn't a lot. There we go. Okay, another boo here. They did separate front panel connectors. Kind of a bummer. We got HD audio, and then we have USB 3.2 and USB-C. Now, I'm okay with these being black, given the rest of the case is actually more of a gray and black, but this is kind of I wish they would have done not separate versus like doing an integrated single one. Okay, here we go, boys and girls. Let's see what we got here. So we're gonna go to side view here. So we have one RGB header at the top. Just one. Now, actually, before we connect the RGB, I do need to remember that we actually also have the RGB on the AIO itself. So we actually might have a daisy chain off of that, which we probably can add these into. So we'll see if that works. This one, there's one down here. This one actually might be okay. This one can run down here. So we have room for an RGB here. So let's go and show you guys the back here. Okay, so we're gonna take, this is from our rear fan right here. So you have our rear fan right here, and it's being blocked, but this is just gonna go down. Let me move this so you guys can see the whole thing there. There you go. So this is just gonna go right here. So we have our RGB. Just gonna plug in right here. I think I'm gonna be able to daisy chain the other one into the deep cool pump. There we go. Okay, so that takes care of that. Let's check out our next cable here. USB 3.2. This actually has two USB 3.2 connections. No, actually, no, it only has one. Okay, so that's even different than the X660 one. Okay, so we're gonna run this right here. It's gonna go plug in right there. There we go. Okay, next up we have our USB-C. So that's right here. That's just gonna run to the same place. Come up, plug in right here. There's a 50-50 chance I get it wrong. It seems to be 50% of the time I always get it wrong. There we go. We can zip tie those together. We'll take care of that here in a minute. Okay, so and I'll show you a close-up of all these. Go to our roaming camera. Next up, we got fan header. This is for the fan hub up here at the top. Let's go to our side here, because we're gonna be able to just run that right through here. It's gonna come out right here. There's a beautiful fan right there for it. There we go. Okay. Next one from a standpoint is this. This is our HD audio, which I don't know why this cable is so long. It's massive how long they made this. Not sure why. So that's just gonna go over here where our other cable is. Go to the side here. It's gonna plug in right here. There we go. Not sure why that's so long. The last one we have is our front panel connections, which are not long, and that's gonna go, wow, that's gonna have to go right here. Wow, that's weird too. They made this cable so short. There's only one way to run it, and it's not directly up, it's off to the side. I don't know how much I like that. Maybe, hold on, let me try. Oh no, okay, it's okay, it's okay. No, it's, okay, that's weird, okay. But we can run it this way and run it over. Okay, so we'll run that with the top down. Let's get this top down and then we'll show you all the connections plugged in. So it's only 3 connections, power switch, power plus and minus. There we go. Okay, so just showing you here, what do we got? So what we've plugged in is we've plugged in our USB 3.2. We have our USB-C. So again, those are going, I'll basically zip tie these together. Down here we have our front panel headers right there. So we have our power switch and our power plus and our power minus. This is our fan header for the fan hub in the back. This is our RGB for the rear fan. And then this is our HD audio right here. So that's everything kind of plugged into this. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on basically our cable management, and then we'll put in our AIO. Wow, you guys are making me hungry. I don't know why. All right, so let's flip it over. Okay, so we could probably run this along the top here. This can go across the side. Should be fine. But we may not do that one until the... So it feels like this, we can just go like this. There we go. So this is the part that's weird. You see this cable right here? This is your front panel cable, and they didn't make it long enough that it could run along the bottom. So they really wanted it to kind of route right here, which would have been coming off to the side, and I don't know if I like that all that much, but I mean, I guess they asked somebody a question. I'm not sure. I don't like that this is like coming off the edge like this, but it is what it is. Okay, and we have this cable here, which I think if I do that, okay. So what I can do here is run this up and then it'll be just the right length. Okay. Hey, Fimian, thank you very much for the subs. Yeah, that's always the thing though, right? That one-hit wonder is like you sit there and you're like, oh man, look, new tech. And it's like, that's how they get you, dude. Like, man, I wish that was out when I got a Mobo, you know? And it's like, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm gonna get this new Mobo because I like the look of that better, you know? That's how they get you. There we go. Okay, so that'll keep that clean. Now, the reason I haven't done more, right now I'm gonna grab the rest of my zip ties. I haven't done more. I'm not gonna mess with the top yet because I need to figure out how the AIO is gonna work with this before I can get too crazy. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's all that, it's like tentatively, I think I feel okay with how it looks okay right now. Zip tie that together and I think we'll be in semi-good shape for the What's up, Agent 94? How are you, man? There we go. Not a whole lot I'm gonna be able to do to make that a little bit cleaner, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so this is all ready. Now it's time to get our AIO installed. So real quick, welcome everybody to Robeytech. I'd say we're about coming up on the halfway point of this build. Really enjoy you guys being here today. Today we're working on a Fractal North XL build, brand new case that just came out today from the team over at Fractal. In terms of parts that we're putting inside of this, the Intel Core i9-14900K. We have a Gigabyte Z790 Aorus Pro X. We have the Gigabyte Aero RTX 4090 GPU that we're going to be putting in this. 3 terabytes of MP600 Elite NVMe Gen 4 NVMe storage. 32 gigs of Kingston Fury Renegade at 6,000 mega transfer in white. We have the Fractal North XL in mesh. We have the Deepcool LTE 720 in white. And then for the power, we're using the Thermaltake Tough Power GF-A3 1050 watt PSU in white as well. So that's what's going inside of this. Where we are right now is we're about to install the AIO, which will go here at the top, and then we'll be over halfway done at that point in time. A couple things I do want to bring up, giveaways. We already unlocked a $25 Newegg gift card. If you head over to youtube.com/Robeytech Live, go ahead and hit, and mini zip ties, that's true. Mini zip ties. If you head over to youtube.com/Robeytech Live, hit that thumbs up button. 250 likes, we unlock another $25 Newegg gift card. And then we are currently at 65 subs. If we get to 100 subs, we'll give away a $100 Newegg gift card. So that's where things are on the giveaway front right now. So let's go ahead and get our AIO put together. Grab a drink. Bring up our, there we go. All right, time to finish this. $1,200 concurrent people here right now, by the way. What's up, Tom? How was your party? Maniac Mecca, thank you very much. And Stretch from Mustang. How was that? Was that a good stretch? Yeah, concurrent people are the best kind of people. Okay, going to top down here. So we're gonna go ahead. I was torn, but I feel like we should just use these fans. So we're gonna use the deep cool fans because I don't know if we need the RGB, so. Oh, nice, I like that one hit wonders. Breaking news, corduroy pillows are making headlines. I like that joke. That was a stretch to call it a stretch. There we go. I worked really hard on that stretch. It's okay, Draw. That was kind of the point. It was to get some shock value, to keep you guys engaged, so you know what's happening. You were worried about Robey. Is he okay? Is he gonna make it? Did an animal get killed? Oopsie. Okay. I think that's everything I need out of this. Thanks, Turdog. Wow. That stretch almost made me unsub. Wow, I did not know that your guys' love for me could be so fickle. That it just was a bad stretch that could be the end of our long-term relationships. I will endeavor to do better in the future with my stretches. What's up, Jace? That was funny. You didn't even have to say anything. You just let it show up.
Needed some DMCA Jaws music right there.
Yeah, I know. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. Okay. Let's get this prepped. How do I want to do this? I think I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna switch it up a little. We're gonna do cables the other direction, just for fun. Yeah, we're going to do. Never mind. We're gonna do cables this way because this is the front. Okay, so we want this way. $35 to $4,000. I mean, Keon. That's so hard, right? Because, I mean, for $4,000, you could do a 4090 build. It would be a little bit simpler, but you could do like a 4090 build if you could. So I mean, like if you can, I would do a 4090. Is that Trob's like Robeycat needs to be there when the build's finished. Okay, here we go. You could do it if you did like an air-cooled, but I mean, if you want to have like an AIO and some other options, then you could do. You could go to a 4080. A 4080 Super is awesome. I definitely would do a 4080 Super because that's going to save you a ton of money. And then you're gonna have more fun with the build. It's funny because in Arizona, a severe thunderstorm warning is like basically there was like 6 things of rain and like people panic. What? It's raining! I didn't even know this could happen in Arizona. Falcon Northwest says, get a 4080 super awesome tie. Yeah, I know, Keon. The thing is you just got to commit. If you got the budget, I like the 4080 Super. 4080 Super is a great card. And the reason is that it's a great card at a good price, finally. The problem is they're all sold out. They're like 4090s are actually a little easier to get now than 4080 Supers. Well, Keon, it just comes down. Yeah, that's the thing about building is like eventually you just gotta take that leap and just jump in. Make a call. Get her done. Keon's like, 4080 Super it is. Dang it, I'm gonna change my mind again, I know it. Okay, we're just getting this stuff hooked up. Now my favorite thing to do with these, we have a lot of room in the back up here too, is to actually make these so the cable management, so you can't see any cables, the only cable, so you hide all your cables behind the AIO. So then you have less cables visible in the back. Works really well, and then you can keep it all nice and hidden. There we go. And then you have this one is the only cable that you need to run, but you can run down, and then we'll zip tie this separately. But by doing this, you have no cables that you have to draw through the back or anything like that. All right, so let's get our case up here. Put our AIO in. Like we're champions. We are the champions, my friends. We'll keep on fighting. That was the best song ever, guys. Best you've ever heard of that song, ever. Ever. Don't you lie. Oh, okay. Let's see something here. I might have to do this. Oh, I might have to do this the other direction. All right, I have to drop that a little bit, which is fine too. It is not. It is okay. I have some room here. Just have to drop these a little bit lower. There we go. Just have to give it enough room for the tubes. See you later, Zig. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you soon. I know you'll be back. Whoa, okay. That did not go as well as I'd hoped. It fell! Ugh. It fell, but I survived. I know you guys were worried. There we go. Whoa. Okay, that looks good. I can finish sealing this back in. Is what we want. Just has to be a little bit lower, that's all, guys. Okay, there's our fan. Might zip tie this just up. So what I'm going to work on now, since I have the AIO in real quick, so you guys can see here top down, just to make sure these cables stay up and hidden. It's going to go like this and zip tie them up. And this will keep them hidden so they don't do anything stupid. There we go. By doing that, it should be hidden behind, and then now all our cables are hidden behind. If you look here on the side, you can see no cables, but we only have one cable in the back now, and that's it, which makes it really easy. Okay, so let's finish. We should be able to get to the, luckily the cable extensions aren't going to be an issue, so let's go ahead and get the rest of these in. It's looking nice. Feels like the music's just slow there. There we go. There we go. Give her a spin for us? I will here in a sec. Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down. Calm down there, Robey. Just gotta get that Hold it. There we go. Get in there. Get in there. Okay, just finishing out the... We'll get the pump in and then we'll do a spin for it. Feel like, oh, okay, never mind. There's exactly enough. Feel like I was like, oh, I feel like I have extra screws, but it's not true. There's exactly enough screws. Deep Cool was like, I know what I'm doing, Robey. I know how many screws I gotta put in there. There we go. Okay. So we got all of that now. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on getting our pump mounted, and then we'll give it a spin and all that kind of fun stuff. It's looking nice and clean, which I like. Okay, so we're gonna take these off. Oh no, Pillsbury. Glad you guys are enjoying the build. Whoa. Okay, here we go. Now, this is a little bit tricky. Crud. The worst, one that doesn't peel like it's supposed to. There you go. Okay, got it. Just gotta be careful with that. Okay, now the cool thing about this particular Deep Cool AIO is that they, in all of their wisdom, made the screw holes magnetic, which makes installing the bracket on this thing actually very easy. It's something I really wish they would do on their LS720 models, but they do not. They only do it on the LTs. So now, flip this over. Take that off. We put this on. It holds, which is awesome. Then you just put this in, so then even the screw hole is magnetic. There we go. Makes it easy to do this installation. I'm grateful for it. And then once it's done, tighten it. Just don't over tighten it, but you just want to make sure that this is solid. Okay? Then same thing with the other side. There we go. Use the magnets. Steady hands. There we go. Steady hands. Come on, Robey. There we go. Okay, so there's that. We're gonna flip this over. Need to just get this undone. Yeah, the thermal paste on this is fine. And you guys will see the temps when we test it. This will show temps. There we go. One more. Now the key thing here is to make sure that the cables don't run up against the edge. There we go. Okay, now I have that in. The most difficult one is right here. There we go. Okay, let's get the other two in. There we go. Okay. Just got to get this out again. Oh no, I'm fighting two magnets. Oh no. Okay, let's get these in. Make sure they're very tight. You move the blockhead. There we go. Okay. So those are tight. Reset this. There we go. Okay, and that's off the thing, and then this will run up and through. All right, cool. So we got all of our stuff in now for our AIO. It's always the hard part. You guys liking the build? You enjoying the build? You guys having a good time? Body slightly frozen. I like that. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice calm stream today, guys, which I like. You like calm streams. Okay. Whew. So the build is getting very close to finished. Just gonna pull this stuff through. Plug this here. Okay, so just to give you guys what I plugged in. So this is off of this right here is off of the pump. So we're plugging that into the AIO feed. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this cable right here, which has all of the fans on it. We're gonna route that right in here. Just like this. And you're gonna see me plug that into the CPU fan right here. Just like that. So then that's plugged into CPU fan. Hold on. Hopefully you guys can, there you go. That's plugged into CPU fan. And then we're just gonna clump them all together. So they're just cable managed really nice. Just like that. And then that's gonna clean up all, that'll have all of our AIO is now hooked up. I didn't do anything to the up close cam. I don't know why it looks so good. I did stuff to all the other cameras now have new lenses except for the top one. All the other cameras actually have higher end glass, which we just installed. But I didn't do anything to the side one, which is weird. I mean the remote one, which is weird. Okay, all I did was zip tie that cable where I said I was going to, so now that looks nice and clean. We got it running to the back. Okay, and it was just as I expected, so we just got to clean up, this is all we got to clean up now. Just as I expected, this is, we can daisy chain our RGB here. So this is our RGB for our fan, our Lee and Lee fans. And then this is gonna run up here. And I'll show you where. Gonna plug into the RGB slot. There we go. So there's the RGB. There's an RGB slot right next to these other two fans. So that's where we're plugging it in. Okay, so now it's just about controlling it all now. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do here to make this look nicer. That one can go there. Okay, so let's start at the back and start working on that. There we go. Keeps getting stuck in the there we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's a little bit of room there for some cable management. We just want to make sure that you can't see any of the cables from the front. There you go. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We're just trying to make sure that these, there we go. Okay, so that takes care of those cables. Trying to get them clean, you know? Taking our time. There we go. So now all we have is our cable extensions, which is not a big deal. So we'll be able to deal with those here in a minute. If I do this, I wonder if it'll work. There we go. Okay, so we've not kind of cleaned all those up now. Keep this cleaned up a little bit, nothing too crazy. You don't, this is like completely optional cable management just to create some little bit more cleanliness, but not necessary at all. I'm just kind of anal sometimes. I'm gonna just do a couple things just to keep cables tighter. I think Thomas can answer that question. Thomas is the Robeytech.com website master. Okay, there we go. I think we got everything looking good there. This will go into with the zip ties when we do the there we go, there we go. Okay, zip tie's done. Got some semblance of cable management here. Okay. Okay, so there is the build thus far. There's the build thus far that we have. AIO is in now. Make sure this doesn't hit. No. We're good. The AIO does not have a screen on it. I wasn't there for a while. How come you didn't put the tubes to the front? I like the tubes to be here so they don't block the RGB from the... and the other thing too is Deepcool also likes the tubes to be here because this part right here is usually a fill port, so this is actually the front of the AIO. So there's a couple reasons why I did that. The tubes on Deepcool, if you boom them the other way, are really, really tight. So this actually makes them less tight. This is actually how they aesthetically meant for it to be installed. Okay, so let's throw in our couple cable extensions that we can do now. Which is our cable mod one, so we'll throw in these and the one up in the top corner. So we've got our cable mod cable extension kits. Which these ones are more expensive than the ones that come with, that are from Asia Horse, but they come pre-combed, which you got to decide if that's worth the money for you. So it's almost cheating a little bit. So we're gonna plug that in right there. Actually, let me go ahead and do some training here. So I only need 3 combs, which I really appreciate about these. There we go. Okay, so let's go top down here. Oh shoot, really? Hey, Rubs. Completely pulled that thing out. Okay, now the key thing here, making sure that this is 90 degrees. Perfect. That looks good. From there, right? Okay, that's that. Let's grab our one for our CPU, which is not that one. Has Robey done a white case, black Mobo, and white everything else? So I've done, like, I have done, we have done some Panda builds, yes. I don't know one off the top of my head. I don't know if anybody knows one, but I have done Panda builds, yes. They're called Panda or Stormtrooper builds. Yeah, that was a black GPU. That's right. So I am working on the few cable combs you have to do. You have to do 2 cable combs for this one. There we go. This is for our EPS connection. So we're just plugging that in. There we go. All right, there we go. Let's get this in. Oh, it's not staying. Gotta keep training it. Not staying, but we'll get it there. There we go. Keep it going. Whoa, Trisha Hirschberger. What is going on, Trish? I'm assuming you were playing Final Fantasy as you were doing some awesomeness with Final Fantasy. Welcome in, Raiders. Definitely very different content. Welcome, everybody. Big love to Trisha, good friend of mine and gaming rock star. She does a bunch of different streams. She talks about tech. She also does a ton of stuff with Amazon. She's got her Chill Sunday streams. She's got the Gong Show. So she's got it going on. She is a variety streamer in every sense of the word, which is actually pretty rad. Her and her husband are just genuinely awesome people. So it's super cool to have Trisha here. Yeah, we just got weighted. Well, not weighted, rated. But unless you have a list, but then we got weighted. Okay, guys, that's how we're looking. For those of you joining us, Trisha, welcome everybody. I am Robeytech, good friend of Trisha's. We are currently building in the brand new Fractal North XL that just came out from Fractal today. You guys came in at a good time. We've only got a little bit left of this build before we turn it on, and then we basically benchmark it. We show you some thermals and see how things essentially run on it. For those who don't know, Trisha and I have been friends for a very, very long time, and we both like each other a lot. So it's cool. It's cool to basically have you guys joining me. For those who don't know, what we're putting inside of this is no slouch of a PC. I think Trisha would chime in with that. We're using an Intel Core i9-14900K. We're using, oh, sorry, I'm hitting the wrong button. Nope, hold on, there it goes. We're using an Intel Core i9-14900K. I hope I didn't hit a button that made it go away. Nope, no, I did. Intel Core i9-14900K. We're using the, it's gonna switch back there. It's Gigabyte Z790 Aorus Pro X, the Gigabyte Aero RTX 4090, 3 terabytes of MP600 Elite NVMe Gen 4 storage, 32 gigs of Kingston Fury Renegade RAM, which if you know Trisha, she does a bunch of stuff with Kingston. This is DDR5 at white. We have the Fractal North XL white mesh, the Deepcool LT720 in white, and then the Thermaltake Tough Power GF A3 1050 watt white PSU. So that's what we're building today. So. She's only 21. She's 25, and she'll always be 25 for the rest of her life. So Trish is an amazing human being. So it's cool to see. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, so we've got our things in. It's time for that super big GPU, guys. There we go. Let's go to top down here. What's up, Icy? How are you? Okay, let's get our guys, it's everybody's favorite part. Time to open the very, very big GPU here. Yes, this is a chonky GPU. I mean, it's gonna fill up the rest of this case. There we go. And there it is. Now, ooh, this is interesting. I'll use the sag bracket, it's fine. We have lots of white sag brackets for this very reason, instead of using the Gigabyte one is actually really nice. Gorak, not a whole lot, actually. The only thing you're missing with the F is the lack of the integration of the GPU, where you would, the integrated iGPU, which if you aren't doing anything like render related or something like that, you probably wouldn't notice a very big difference. Yeah, you guys are hearing it right now. Hearing it open. The beast is being opened. Okay, it's opened. Just gonna put this stuff away in here. It smells like anti-static, is what it smells like. And then we'll do the peel so you guys can see all the peels. You guys love to see the peels. Okay, chunky GPU out. I need ASMR gloves. Yeah, I do. feel like Restream is messed up, dude. It's saying that there's 1,700 people watching right now between all of them, and apparently a ton of people watching on Twitter. So, welcome everybody. Thank you for rating. Okay, here we go, guys. So here it is. Peel time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's chunky. Okay, here we go. Trisha's not usually streaming this late, are you? I think for some reason I feel like you stream earlier in the afternoon and like Sunday mornings. But she probably loves Final Fantasy so much she's like, yeah. Oh yeah, she's a beauty, Clark. Ah, this makes way more sense. I usually know that the two of us do not cross paths on the Twitch anymore. Not really. Okay, guys, it's all peeled. It's ready to go inside of the build now. Though this time now we're partners together. Because now I'm a Twitch partner and you're a Twitch partner. I think you're probably a partner plus like I am as well, which is awesome. The GPU weighs 87 pounds. Weighs as much as a human head. Just kidding, it's not that heavy. It's only 2 slots, actually. If there are peels, they don't have the little tabs for it. Okay, here we go, guys. Oh no. There it is. Boom. I think yes, we got it, and I got one. I have these beautiful ones that I have for this very reason. Though this has that like anti-sag that slot on the Mobo. I don't know if it helps, but I have a beautiful silver sag bracket if we need it. I also have this white one right here. There we go. Okay, there we go. I don't blame you, Trisha. I mean, like nowadays, all the cards are so chunky. They're just chunky beasts. Okay, let's grab our 16-pin extension. Minimum height issues, certainly those stands don't always fit. I have a number of them that they actually make some ones that are for smalls too, which is nice. Uber Skippy, I like that. Hey, yeah, oh, hey, look at that. Trish gets a sub. Okay, guys, now it is the time Oh, good. We can use the little thing. There we go. Okay. I feel, oh, they didn't quite do it. Run that down. Ugh. There we go. Side camera. Okay, let's start making this look beautiful like we need it to be. A bit more. This is like the hardest part, the bend in these cables sometimes. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. That looks way better. How do you guys think? That looks good. The build looks nice, clean, which always makes me happy. I don't think I need to run the extension for this. Okay, guys, now all we have is we have the PSU, and the PSU only has 3 cables that we have to plug in because there's no SATA whatsoever in this build at all. It's all running off the Mobo. Everything is just like pretty simple. So, which is going to be cool. I really like how this looks. Okay, let's grab our white PSU. There we go, beautiful white snow PSU from Thermaltake. Oh, it smells like eggs. Oh my God, that is not a great smelling PSU. Ooh, that is brutal. Oh. So sad we can't see what negative. Oh, we'll put it, you guys will see me put it in. Oh, you mean the PSU. I mean, you'll be able to see it in the back, which is why I chose white. I guess it doesn't really matter. I could have chosen black or gray, but all in all, like, I just wanted it to match. Okay, so we got some pretty standard cables here. Only need I won't actually need very many cables from this. So I'll need this one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow, that is like intertwined. There we go. I'll need that one, and I'll need our CPU cable. And then that should be all I need. Okay, did they give me screws? They gave me, yep, they gave me zip ties and screws. It's very nice of them. Thank you, Thermaltake. Put the screws on the mat. Okay, put this away. Put this away. Okay. That's all the cables I need. Okay, so now it's time. Pull off our little sticker. You missed your moment. I'm glad you guys like it. Okay, we're gonna grab our CPU 8 pin. Okay, so to get this in, we're just gonna take off the bracket here in the back. Okay, there we go. Now this one, what you want to do is you just want to make sure you put all 4 screws in, but you don't tighten them all the way. Just want to get them in, so that way they're all in, and then you can tighten them down. There we go. One more. And then we can tighten them all down. Okay. I dream about things way beyond this atmosphere. There we go. Okay, so there we go. All of that's in. Now what we're gonna do is just slide it in. Guys, we need 204 of 250. We need another likes, whereas I don't know how many people are here. It says there's 1,500. So if you can head over to youtube.com/Robeytech Live, we'll unlock another $25 Newegg gift card. I haven't been reminding people, but the fact that we're close is usually a good sign. Let's drop a link to the video. Just go hit the likes. Remember, we'll unlock a $25 Newegg gift card. Does it show? Is that really? There's that many? Yeah, there's 774 people watching on Twitter. That's crazy. I dream about things way beyond. Yeah, there's a lot of people there right now. Well, welcome Twitter folks. All right, so let's go ahead and get this loaded. Oh, well, I should have. Oh, yeah. That's easy. I should be able to get to that, hopefully. Okay, I'm going to have to take this out real quick. I forgot to do something. I was overtaken by the viewership on Twitter. There it is, okay. There we go. And now we have all our cables plugged in. Okay, so there, that's in. Let's go to top down, get our last little bit of cables plugged in. I should be able to, if this works well. All right, there we go. It's not quite long enough. Well, maybe I can do this and try and get this to hold down with this. And this is just gonna go right here. There we go. And then these, given how easy this came together, so we should just be able to do one giant cable thing around these, and then this will be cable managed, which will look clean. There we go. Okay, there we go, guys. So there's the entire build, cable managed. The build is done. Pretty clean, right? In terms of overall look. $25 likes to go, guys. There's that. Okay, here we go. Time to start putting it back together. Then we'll run through our sponsor for today and go from there. Okay, first step, let's throw our top on. That's all there is for that. Let's grab our little front part. Bill looks super clean. I have like no complaints. And if you wanted to, I'm curious, with this, no, you couldn't do this on the side here. Like if you did like a thinner one, you could, nah, yeah, that wouldn't work. I don't know if you could do that with like an, I thought maybe you'd have room, but I don't know if you could do that. Okay. So there you go. And then now all we got to do, guys, put the front on. Now, this is not the tempered glass version. We have it, so you could do tempered glass or normal. We like to show it both, but this actually has this one is the normal version. There you go. Build is done. There it is, completed. I think it looks, I mean, honestly, it looks really clean. Just looking at the whole thing. So there it is. There's the entire build ready to go. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna run through our sponsor for today, do a couple deals, and then we'll turn it on, benchmark it. It's already got an OS and everything on it, and then we'll show you how temps are and all that sort of stuff too. And we had 1,000 viewers on Twitter, so that's crazy. We have 1,000 viewers on Twitter. That's crazy. Oh, okay. All right, let's pull it before we get to that, let's do our zip tie count. Lurkers unite, exactly. Well, if you want to do giveaways, make sure you join Twitch. But yeah, we're going to be doing that here in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 20. 20 zip ties exactly, guys. 20 zip ties. It is even today. 20 zip ties. Even today. Okay, let's pull up our sponsor today. And then we'll do deals and turn the PC on. The question is, you guys have watched me build it, but will it post? That's what you have to, that's what the next bet is right now. 237 to 250, guys. And we're at 67, almost unlocked $100. We have a $50 Newegg gift card ready to go though. Oops, I need to put I knew I forgot something. I forgot something to make it work. There we go. Ugh. Okay. I'm going to show you this little bit of stuff and then we'll get right to the stream. Right to turning it on. Ugh. Okay, so you get finished building a PC like this and you want to pick up a copy of Windows. Well, if you were going to pick it up at like someplace like Newegg or Best Buy, it could be anywhere between $100 or $250. But here at VIP/CDKdeals.com, you can pick up a copy of Windows 10 Pro, which would work to upgrade to Windows 11 for $23.65. So if you go to here and you basically hit buy now, and then you use code RBCK at checkout. That's RBC at checkout. Instead of being $23.65, it'll drop all the way down to $16.55, which is a much better price for a copy of Windows. So, and again, if you have questions, we have literally had thousands and thousands of people here at Robeytech who've used this to basically, hey, Clint Dogs, thank you very much. Clint does improve. Clint does improv. Thank you for the raid, my man. and with your 34 people. Super appreciate it. So again, great customer service and all that sort of stuff. Say, for instance, you want to pick up Office. Well, here's Office 365. Here's Office 2019. So let's say, for instance, you don't want to pay for Office 365. You can buy it here, $39.62. Hit buy now. Same thing. Use code RBCK at checkout. Hit apply. And what was $39.62 drops all the way down to $27.73. So, great place to go get copies of Windows, great place to go get copies of Office. They have good customer service. You have thousands of people basically used them. So if you have questions, you can just ask in chat. So, and there you go. And then Icy Sniper and so many people can tell you all about that. So that is our sponsor for today's stream, VIP/CDKdeals.com. Okay, let's talk about, we'll get through a couple more other things and then we'll get right to turning the build on so the raiders aren't like, what is going on? So Clint, do you guys actually do improv? Like what you do, like improv acting or improv like comedy? Yes, we do have a Discord, discord.gg/Robeytech. I do scam baiting with improv. Oh, I'll have to check you out, dude. So it's like what does that mean? I'm gonna have to figure out what that means. But dude, thanks for rating. Okay, guys, a couple other things just want to tell you guys about real quick, and then we'll get right into turning the build on. Welcome to Robeytech.com. If you want to have a PC built by me, I don't do very many. I do them very rarely, but you can always reach out and ask if you want to actually have a PC built here live on the stream. It's right here at Robeytech.com. There's all the information. The other thing, too, is that we have the Robeytech Insider, totally worth getting and subscribing to. Basically, has all the videos, everything that we've done this week, as well as any giveaways that are currently happening, so worth checking out. You can check that out over at Robeytech.com/insider. Also, if you like to build, you saw a particular build, here's all the builds for the entire, I guess, actually right now it's only 2024. But, for instance, here's the Geometric Future build we just did for Make-A-Wish. And then, of course, here's the Fractal build. It's got the actual build, all of the parts and everything like that. And it'll have the video as well. So if you want to check it out, great place to go find all the links for builds and everything else. Last thing is deals. So let's check out the deals. And this is the stuff that Tom has found for us today. MSI Z790 Gaming Pro Wi-Fi LGA 1700. $40 off. That's a great price for a Z790 motherboard. $40 off, making it $189.99. I love MSI boards. You guys have seen me use them a ton of times. The Lexar NM800 Pro 2TB NVMe drive on sale, $159.99. It's nice to see that we have 2TB drives that are well below. It used to be $1 basically $1 a gig. So it's nice to see that this has dropped like below there. The Samsung Odyssey G6, we actually did this as part of our monitor review that we did live on stream. On sale right now, $419.99 from Newegg. The King Spec XG7000 4TB NVMe drive, wow, $209.99. That is crazy. So 4TB NVMe drive for on sale for a couple $100. Wow, so if you need a good game drive, this would probably be fine for a game drive. I wouldn't use it for like a scratch drive or anything like that, but that's a good price for a game drive. Gigabyte 15.6 inch, 144 hertz Core i5 with an RTX 4060, which that's kind of a weird combination, 12th gen with a 4060. But it's on sale $749.99. That's a good laptop for that price. Comes with you could probably upgrade that RAM. I'm guessing gigabytes usually you can, so you can upgrade to 16 gigs of DDR4 or even 32 gigs of DDR4 for pretty inexpensive. Right there is 32 gigs right next to it. And you have a 512 Gen 4 SSD. Hey, Tom, do you know if you have a second slot for an NVMe drive on there? I was just curious. I don't know if he knows. And then there's DDR4 if you want to upgrade that laptop for an extra $56. That would make it a pretty powerful laptop. So there you go, guys. Good deals. This 4TB, I haven't used King Spec, so I don't know a ton about the King Spec stuff, but on this 4TB drive, I mean, for $200 is pretty crazy. This motherboard and I would say this laptop combo, especially if you can do two hard drives, it's actually a really good price for that as well. Kiltman, 39 months. Everybody say thank you. Thank you, Tom. Everybody say thank you, Tom, for killing it, man. He found some really great deals there. Ugh. Okay, guys, that is sponsor and deals. Now is the time to find out if this is actually going to post and what our thermals and performance are going to be like. So let me throw this over here. Get this out of the way. Okay, here we go, guys. And congratulations on the YouTube goal. You've unlocked another $25 Newegg gift card. Okay, guys, boys and girls, it's the time. This beautiful system ready to boot up for the first time. Successfully built. Will it successfully post? We will find out. 4090, 14900K. For those who just rated and don't know who I am a PC builder. I stream PC builds. We also stream other tech content as well. We build 3 times a week, usually, and we build a ton of different hardware in different cases. This is to celebrate the launch of Fractal North XL, which just came out today. So this case just released. For parts, we have an Intel Core i9 of 14900K. We have, I don't know why this screen is it frozen for everybody else? We have a Gigabyte Z790 Aorus Pro X, the Gigabyte Aero RTX 4090, 3 terabytes of NVMe storage, Gen 4 NVMe storage, 32 gigs of DDR5, Kingston Fury Renegade 6000 mega transfer RAM in white. The case is the Fractal North XL. The cooler is the Deepcool LT720 in white, and then the Thermaltake Tough Power GTA3 1050 watt PSU. So that's all the specs we have inside of this system, and that's the one that we just got finished building. So it should be cool. Yeah, it's so much nicer, and it fits a whole lot more. Okay, let's see if this turns on though. We're gonna find out right now. Right now. And here we go. Just gonna reboot it one more time, reset it one more time. Okay, here we go. Yeah, no holds bar system for sure. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I see power. I see some lights. I don't see any fan lights, but then again, that could be, we could wait. Surprised that none of, there's also no lights on the, oh, there it goes. Okay, so, oh, there's the lights on the GP, the lights on the lights on the fans just took off too. Okay, so we have fan lights. Oh, and we have post. So it is posting right now. We are posted. It'll come up. It just got finished restarting. Oh, which one reminds me, I need to set my cooler, or this thing will run very hot. I'll reboot it and we'll show you guys how to do that. That's important. But you guys want to see the post. And here comes the post. Weird. Okay, we're gonna have to restart the. Oh no, maybe. There it goes. Okay, you guys can see it now. There it is. Keep changes. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. We're gonna change it to 1440p for now. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna restart this and we're gonna boot into the BIOS. And then we'll change all our colors and all that fun stuff. Frame this a little bit nicer on the side camera. Oops, I forgot to do the BIOS. Delete. Did I hit it? I don't think I hit it. Crud. I didn't hit it fast enough, guys. Maybe I did. We'll see. Nope, I didn't. Let's do that one more time.
Hey, Robey.
Yeah.
That laptop does have two M.2 slots.
Oh, okay, so for those who are curious, that laptop I was talking about has two M.2 slots, so definitely worth. So that's 760, which I mean, you have 50 bucks, that takes it to 810, plus an additional, you know, 100 bucks for a 2 terabyte, 150 bucks. I mean, for like what's essentially almost sub 900 bucks, that would actually be a pretty impressive laptop. Already, and that's a great, the 4060 is a great gaming laptop. What was the resolution? I don't remember. Tweaker.
1980 by 10, whatever the normal. 1080p.
Okay, let's see what they do here. I think theirs is just called enhanced multi-core performance should be theirs. They don't see, I wonder if they have one that's like, checking. Let's see what they haven't, let's see what their easy mode is. We do need to turn on XMP. Check 10. Okay, so they don't have like an easy one there. Smart Fan 6 is fine. What I'm trying to see is if they have something in terms of power limits. What does this do? Okay. What I'm doing is I'm making sure that the motherboard doesn't do anything crazy. And so I'm setting it to Intel settings. To make sure that we don't end up with something that's out of control. Seeing if there's anything else. It doesn't look like they do it simply per some of the other sites. I mean, some of the other motherboards, so it's a little bit different. So I think we're good. We turned off multi-core and we turned off the turbo boost to be Intel, so we should be good. We'll check it. Okay, save and exit. We'll see how it runs. Oh, ow. That landed right on my pinky toe. XMP's on. Yeah, we're gonna play with the RGB here in a minute. It's just booting because of XMP. Yeah, it is a very clean PC. Sorry, Sergeant Nobody. I wasn't trying to make your eyes hurt. I think we'll make it a nice white. I think white would be like an ideal color for this. Like just a nice, I think you don't want anything crazy. I think we'll just make it a nice clean white. So let's load up Gigabyte. So we're gonna change everything to static. Go to white. Did the oh. There we go. I think it looks clean. So now, so everything there looks good. Here. Let's install this so we can just control the GPU. And then the only thing we have left is we're going to go ahead and install the Kingston stuff. But the GPU and the everything else is where it should be. Okay, we're just gonna do static white. There we go. Okay, cool. That's all done. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna install, it's called Fury Control. And we'll get that last little bit done. And then all of our stuff will be done. Okay, so let's go to static. We're gonna do white. $255. Okay. And there we go. There we got some white, and then we're gonna just turn it down a little bit. And there you go, guys. How does that look? I think that looks really clean. Nice clean white. You also have like through the wood in the front. You have a little bit of RGB through the wood in the front as well. So it's just kind of like a light aesthetic, right? So it looks nice and clean, which I think is good. So again, we got it just nice and it's got a nice clean overall aesthetic. I feel like the back, man, the back Aura stuff is like really bright. But we could do purple. Always looks purple and white. I feel like white's just the right color. For now. Okay. So we got all of our colors set. Let's just test now, and then we'll take the front off, but we're gonna test to see how temps are right now. Now they should be good because the panel itself is actually pretty ventilated as well. Okay, so let's jump into capture. Let's check hardware CPU ID and open up Cinebench. Actually, I forgot to install Cinebench, so that's an easy thing. So right now our temps are sitting at a nice and 35. That's a great temp. Okay, let's see if we found the right settings for the OS. Okay, we're gonna run a 10-minute here, starting right now. I haven't changed any fans either, so we'll see. 253 watts. There it is right there. Running 79, 80 degrees. We could probably play with the boost and actually get that up a little bit higher if we wanted to, but yeah, that's not gonna have any problem. Oh, geez. That's a good jump. 38,793. See, that right there, guys, is why we don't let motherboards play with Intel CPUs. This thing just pulled a 38,000 with a temperature of 80 degrees on a 360 millimeter AIO, which is a great temp. And that's good performance for given what we are. Now, again, this is one of the things that we let things go to the Intel stock settings. My recommendation, guys, is if you are doing an Intel build, run everything at Intel stock. And then, yeah, and you're right, motherboards need to lay off AMD as well. Run everything at the stock settings and then tune it yourself, to be honest, or you can use an auto tuner. But I'll be honest, man, you're like 38,000, that's right within range. And most of the time when you're basically, if I would have run that with all that crap on, it probably would have been freaking capping out at 100 degrees. So, I'm just saying, it's good to see. This is one of the things I love to show, is just like a lot of times, like people are like, Intel's so hot. Not to say, still pulls a lot of wattage compared to AMD, but it is completely manageable with a 360 millimeter AIO. I would wait till 15th gen, Mikey. I don't know if going from a 12 to a Z790 makes sense. I mean, all in all, like you probably, here's the thing. So CPUs, if you're playing CPUs and you're playing games at 1440p, your CPU isn't going to make that big of a jump. It's literally where you upgrade your CPUs when you're doing like core rendering tasks, stuff like that. That's where you might need a jump up to you know, a higher end CPU or something like that. Yeah, Bojack, this is a beast CPU. I mean, a beast PC. So, and as you can see, it just continues. Temperatures now, we're maxed out at 86. We got all the way up to 86, but for the most part, it's sitting in the 80s. And and it's still pulling 38K plus on Cinebench. So it's not gonna have any problems. And some of that is just, I mean, honestly, it's pulling air from everywhere. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. Well, let's show you guys the smoke test, which you guys always love to see. And we'll show you GPU and all that sort of stuff too. But so we have intake from the side, exhaust out of the rear. So our intake's from the front. Here we go. There you go right there. And you can see it's coming out, like it pretty much comes out of everything, right? It's even just coming out of the, it's even coming out of the top. It's not even making it all the way through, right? So lots of ventilation in this build. So. Araxnus, I guess we'll find out, right? When and slash they get done. But there you go, guys. Okay, so let's check gaming temperatures now, because that's what you guys want to know. Let's see how it does under gaming and stuff like that. So we'll jump into here. We definitely have just now learned that our other temperatures and everything else is fine. Okay, so we're going to do, the reason we're going to test in 1440p is that this uses the CPU a little bit more. Okay, so everything here is good. Okay, so let's pull up Cyberpunk. Oops. So let's pop open Cyberpunk first. See how temps are on this. So zero ZHP. If you're gonna play games that are heavy with ray tracing, AMD, I mean, the 7000 series AMD are going to do better. The 7800 X3D is going to be a jump, but where you're seeing problems is ray tracing. Ray tracing games on AMD, though, that's not a combination that's made in heaven. It's better, and FSR and all that sort of stuff helps, but if you're gonna play ray traced games, it is recommended that you go with NVIDIA, just because essentially those are just way better at ray tracing. And then if you don't care about ray tracing, then it makes a lot of sense to play with AMD, because you're going to save some money. But ray tracing single player experiences is not AMD's strongest suit. So you're going to see that. You're going to see that regardless of CPU upgrade. Yeah. Where I would jump is like to a 4070 or something like that. CPU is not going to really help your ray tracing situation. That's all GPU. Sergeant Nobody, that comes down, that's up to you. That's a personal thing. So, I mean, like, it's like we always say, guys. There is no one size fits all for any person. For any, like, what is the best for everybody? Icy Sniper's right. Again, it really comes down to what's important. Ray tracing on Resident Evil looks incredible. And ray tracing I love ray tracing in Alan Wake, in Cyberpunk. I play these games fully loaded, and these are where most of the games that I play are single player experiences. And so for me, I have a tendency to put NVIDIA in my systems for that reason. People like BMOC. BMOC plays COD. He plays multiplayer games, and it's like, dude, you don't need all the tech that comes with NVIDIA. So get AMD, because you're just going to be able to get it for less. So yeah. Yeah, Solarian, exactly. Okay, so let's take a look at this. As you can see right now, our i9 is sitting at 62 and our Aero RTX 4090 is sitting at 47. We're gonna put it on the worst case. Ray Tracing Ultra Overdrive. We're gonna put it on DLSS. We're gonna put it on balance, sorry. We're gonna put on Ray Reconstruction. We are gonna put on Frame Generation because it hits the GPU. We're gonna hit apply. We're gonna make sure we have no VSync. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's run this benchmark, and then this will give you a great idea just what game temps are gonna be like. And plus, this is gonna run absolutely stunningly on this hardware because it's a freaking beast of a PC. There we go, 136 frames per second at ray tracing ultra with ray reconstruction plus path tracing and everything. This is essentially this game on crack, and we're pulling 151 frames per second right now. And then you can see temp-wise, we're pulling 59, 60 on the 14900, and a very cool 58, which is why you don't need any additional cooling on your GPU unless you're doing, 3D rendering or AI work, because the GPU can handle gaming loads absolutely fine. Exactly, Sergeant Nobody. If you don't care about the bells and whistles, then you don't need an NVIDIA card. If you are Robey, who loves all the bells and whistles, then that's different. Yeah. Zero ZHP for multiplayer games, you're absolutely right, which is where the 1% lows are important. In single player games, the 1% lows don't matter. You're gonna end up for most of us, we don't need 100 frames per second in Cyberpunk 2077. We need 80, maybe 90 for it to feel super smooth. So there you go, guys. That is that right there is just to give you an idea of what temps are going to be like on there. We'll check out. We'll just load up. I don't know if we have much else that I need to load up. I feel like for you guys, it's like Cyberpunk's kind of just a great way to show off NVIDIA, and if I'm going to show off AMD, I have a tendency to use COD, just because all the other. I mean, this is really kind of targeted. That's not to say it won't play COD at an insane frame rate or anything like that. It's just, it's not going to be as good as if you were playing on an AMD system. So we'll load up some Starfield just to show it, and then after that we'll start our giveaways. In fact, why don't we run one giveaway now? Run the two $25 Newegg gift cards. If you are hanging out on Twitter right now, you're one of the, because there's almost 2,000 people here now, guys. If you're one of those people, you want to jump on in over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. That's where we're going to be doing the giveaway in just a few seconds for the $50 Newegg gift card that we're going to be doing here in a moment. But let's go ahead and do the two $25 Newegg gift cards. Two $25 Newegg gift cards up for grabs. Exclamation point community. Starting that giveaway right now. 2 minutes, guys. Exclamation point community. So this one, what I'm going to do, which is fun, is I'm going to run it in Ultra. I'm going to turn off motion blur. I'm going to turn FSR. I'm just going to turn upscaling off. Turn on this, and then let's just find it like this, because this is what you really want. And then turn off VSync. So we have this is just raw, ultra. This is raw, ultra, Starfield. We're gonna turn it off. We're just gonna turn nothing on. Oh, I guess we could put DLAA. I guess they don't have DLAA, so we can do CAS. So we still have anti-aliasing. So here we are, 9,500 frames per second in the worst place. And again, no upscaling whatsoever. This is just running raw ultra. Okay, guys, 3 seconds. Gonna draw our winner. Hippo Knight and Shroom State. Hippo Knight and Shroom State, you are the winners of the gift cards, guys. Congratulations, you guys. You are the winners. Okay, so there you go. We're sitting at, let's go. We're going to do our last giveaway. This is for a $50 Newegg gift card. $50 Newegg gift card. Exclamation point Newegg now, exclamation point Newegg now. Giveaway has started, guys. Exclamation point Newegg now. I want to say a huge thank you to everybody for tuning in today. I don't know what's going on with Twitter, but thank you very much to the over close to 1,700 people who we had today watching the total stream. You guys are rock stars. Appreciate you. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. What is happening? So we are not having a stream on Saturday, which is typically when our streams happen. The next stream is going to be happening on Sunday. We're going to be building in the Gamdius Nesso P1. It's an all AMD system. It'll be using the new 7900 GRE. And it'll be using the 7800 X3D. So it should be a really cool build. It's using all the Leaf fans. It's going to be a really fancy showcase, really fancy showcase AMD system. So that's going to be happening on Sunday. And then we're back on Tuesday building inside of the brand new Fantex XT Pro. So that's going to be happening on Tuesday. And then Thursday is what is Thursday's build? Let me look it up. I can look it up. Thursday's build next week.
The CH360.
The CH360, that's right. We're going to do a fun CH360 budget build. And I think that's I don't remember what's in that. What's in that IC?
7600X and the 7800 XT.
That's right. Yeah, 7600X and a 7800 XT. So nice little fun budget build. Very simple. Just doing probably a step-by-step with that. I think it's actually air-cooled too, right? AK620 Zero Dark. Yes, we're doing the AK620 Zero Dark on that build, so that should be a lot of fun. So that's going to be happening on Thursday. And then there's going to be something that's going to get announced, and you guys will know more about what's happening next week. But I just want to let you know, the week of the 18th, you're going to want to be available. There's some crazy stuff going on, and it's going to be crazy. So you're going to want to tune in. Some really cool shows. And don't forget, tomorrow, we're giving away a PC on the Intel Live Show. We're giving away a 14700K system that's been custom designed by Blue Horse Studio. That is happening tomorrow, starting at noon Pacific time. You're going to want to tune in. It's 2 hours. We're going to be playing Tekken 8, and we're going to be showing off the HP Omen Meteor Lake laptop. So that's going to be happening tomorrow. That is true, Araxis. That is true. So that's going to be happening tomorrow, noon Pacific time. Make sure you tune in to the Intel Live Show because we're going to be giving that away. And then congratulations to our winner. I saw we drew the winner. To Meatcrat02. Congratulations to Meatcrat02. You were the winner of the $50 Newegg gift card. Anyway, guys, that is it for me. Really hope where to watch the Intel Live Show. You can watch it right here at twitch.tv/Robeytech, twitch.tv/Intel, or intel.gg/Discord. So all of those things. So again, thank you so much for hanging out tonight, guys. It was absolutely amazing. Hey, do we know, is Braythorn streaming? Is anybody streaming that we care about? Does anybody know? Is Braythorn streaming?
Braythorn's on, yeah.
Oh, Braythorn's on. Okay, so guys, we're going to raid Braythorn. Sorry that you missed it. We're going to be raiding Braythorn, so please stay tuned. Is there just one light that's red? Oh no, it's just a reflection on something. And it looks like, looks like one part of the thing. Anyway, guys, we're going to raid Braythorn. Please stick around. Please. Stick around, say hi, Guys, it means the world when we raid somebody, especially with this many people. So let's just stick in, say hi, and then you guys can start to filter off. But stick around, please, and say hi to him. He's a great dude. Always just I love doing good things, and we're passing it forward from Trisha. Here we go, guys. So starting the raid, how many people can go? Let's get 400, 250, 318, 360, 436. Come on, 400, 386, 391, 394, 399. There it is, 401. Rating now, guys.